right, so it's being live streamed. We're live streaming on YouTube. Come on. Get there, motherfucker.
I got a warning message.
That's weird. All right.
All right, so we are live streaming on YouTube. We're live streaming on YouTube, and I just shut that off, so I got to keep hearing it over and over. All right, we have 3 minutes. All right, so everybody get your whatever's out of the way. Everybody wave. How you doing? How you doing? Oh my God, so doing. YouTube land, hello, how are you? Good to see you again. All right, in about 3 minutes. So like I said, I'll start because I like to make little gestures and say things to my mom to remind her I'm still, whatever. All right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minute warning.
Are you okay, babe? You all right, Nyan? Joker, what the fuck are you doing? Bruh, look, man, I ain't know what the hell was going on. So after this, you can take your sunglasses off and we'll go from there. Woohoo!
Are your hands cold?
No, I'm nervous because this is the first time we've live streamed. So there's that. Yeah, we live streaming tonight, baby.
I'll be all right.
Remember
It's just live
Wolfman
stream.
Jack?
Gilbert's
Just live stream over the internet. I mean, only
Gilbert's
just
lack of fucks is disturbing. Like, it is incredible how lack of fucks this man really has. All right. I will introduce everyone and you guys can say a few words afterwards and then we start from there. 1 minute. 1 minute, man. Oh shit, let me make sure the settings are straight. .net, audio, stream. Yep, there it is. All right, we good over there. All right.
30 seconds.
This is my pre-dance. Ow. We were built for that, baby. We was built for this, baby. We was built for this. Just saying. All right. Everybody lighten the mood now, didn't it?
10 seconds.
10, 9,
10,
8,
5,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come on. It's connecting, I think. What the hell? Connect the server. Come on. What are you doing? Whatever. Mama, I am so sorry that they are not as cool as we are. Welcome to another thrilling episode of The Villain's View. I am one of your hosts, Thomas the Villain Bishop, and I would like to introduce the rest of the crew, starting with my green-haired brother.
Yeah, this is Jeffrey. I'm Joker. Haha, 31.
Oh, really? That's good. Okay, good. And to my immediate left or right, Victoria. Oh, she's muted. I don't know why she's muted. Victoria, we can't hear you. You're muted. What you got going on over there? Lord have mercy.
I'm muted.
No, now you aren't. Thank you.
Okay. Oh my God. What? Don't yell at me.
Ain't nobody yelling.
I'm Victoria X49. I'm the ADD one of the group that keeps us all together.
She keeps saying that, but she actually is not. And we have two very special guests hanging out with us this evening. One being our fellow brother and fellow Villains Guild member. We call him the Angry IT Nerd. You all will know him as, state your name, Villain.
My name is Gilbert. I'm the angry IT nerd, the real ADD member of the guild, not
Somebody always get
Whatever.
me
Are
started.
we
not
really?
not not
Is this
not
really what we're
I'm
doing right now? Are we
the
really doing
real
this
ADD
right now?
one.
Just
We're gonna
gonna
beef
fight
right
now
amongst
on the radio.
yourselves.
That's just
Okay.
No, no,
I'm
no.
gonna let y'all. I'm gonna let y'all argue
No.
that one about.
We're
I'm
gonna
let
have an ADD off in a second, and everybody is just gonna be distracted on every fucking thing, and we're gonna lose all kinds of focus and every kind of shit like. Anyways, so
Yes, I know. That's exactly my point. And we have a very, very special guest.
Woohoo.
Very special guest. Please tell us who you are. State your name, villain.
My name's Allie. I'm Freak Squeak. I'm a trans woman.
You're a
That's
trans
about-
woman.
Yeah, that's
Well,
about it.
And by the way, happy Pride, and you're absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
See? There we
And
go.
I mean that.
That's how we start off this show, ladies and gentlemen. First things first, before I go any further, I would like to give 2 personal shout outs. Number 1, I would like to give a personal shout out to a young lady who grew up with my children. And today is her 26th birthday.
Happy birthday.
To Hannah Evans. Young lady, I have watched you grow from that little kid that used to hang out with Raza and Shaylee to a beautiful woman who's in love and is strong in everything that she believes. So happy birthday. And 2, I would also like to give a shout out to Maddie's Foods. Now, why am I shouting out Maddie's Foods? Well, Maddie's Foods is a vegan restaurant and she makes fantastic food. In case you haven't figured it out, she makes fantastic food. So I told her, because it's one of my wife's favorite places to eat. So I did tell her that, once my radio show was on, I was actually going to go ahead and literally shout her out. So I decided to do so. So if you are in the Kansas City area, you need to go to Maddie's Foods, 633 East 63rd Street, KCMO, or give them a phone call at 816-712-2887. Tell them that Thomas Bishop sent you. All right, kiddos. So it is Pride Month, as Victoria did say. And with Pride Month comes both the celebration of members of the LGBTQIA plus community, as well as the realization that they, like every other marginalized group in America, are under attack. So I'm going to read you some very distressing numbers. Well, not numbers, but I'm just going to read you a list of very distressing things. According to the ACLU, which is aclu.org, here are the number of states restricting healthcare for trans youth. You have Alabama, Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Louisiana, Indiana. Indiana. What's it? Indiana.
Yeah.
Idaho. I'm sorry. Idaho, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Missouri, Mississippi, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Wisconsin, and West Virginia for a grand total of 18. Single-sex facility restrictions: Alabama, Mississippi, Minnesota, Oklahoma, and South Dakota. Excluding transgender youth from athletics. This list is long. Alaska, Arizona, Delaware, Florida, Tennessee, Georgia, Hawaii, Indiana, Iowa, Utah, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Virginia, Minnesota, Michigan, Missouri, Mississippi, Wisconsin, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Ohio, Oklahoma,
It's
West
incredible,
Virginia,
isn't it?
yeah, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, and Wyoming. If you go to aclu.org and look at the listing that they have, once you get past all of the listings of things that directly affect the trans youth, you get into things called, religious freedoms, which is basically
Religious
code
exemption.
for, hey, our religion allows you to go ahead and discriminate against people. So there's that. So tonight we brought on Allie to talk from a perspective of a trans woman living in America in 2022. So Joker, go ahead and get started, please.
All right. So first off, when I'm a same website that I happen to look at, just in total for everybody to know the amount of bills that are from what he listed to the religious exemptions and everything else like that equal up to 247. There's 247 bills that they are trying to pass of anti-legislation against the LGBTQIA community. And so it's heartbreaking to be able to see this information and to see what these states are actually trying to do, especially, you know, for anybody in the LGBTQIA plus community, because this is ridiculous. This is not something that should be, you know, people should be allowed to be who people are. And, you know, I'm mutuals with Ali on TikTok, and I'm very fond of the stuff that she did, because for a while, you know, she did some political stuff. She did, you know, stuff like that, but then she started actually doing things based off, you know, her community, and she's very good at clapping back at individuals who come after anybody, not even just her, but anybody. She's fantastic, and I'm very appreciative. I would like to get some of your perspective on the situations going on in these states, Ali.
Okay. Did you also say it was 247 just this year?
Yeah, just this year.
I didn't know if you
247.
said that. Yeah, just this year. It's ridiculous.
That's just, yeah.
Mhm.
So, Ali, let me ask you a question. Just on your day to day, your day to day, how do you feel walking around in America knowing things like that? How does that make you feel?
So I live in a conservative city, and honestly, going out in public is terrifying. So I try my best to dress as cis passing most days, because I've been assaulted twice. I've been threatened to be assaulted once just this past year. And when people clock you, they don't really do it that much out in public. They like to follow you home, and that's where they get you. They don't really assault you in bathrooms. They'll come after you when you go home. They'll follow you home, and that's terrifying to me.
Does it ever, so this is something that you constantly walk around with 24/7, 365.
Yep.
Have you ever found a moment where there is peace, where you actually are just able to simply let your guard down?
Honestly, no. Even at home, I don't really feel safe, even though, you know, I do carry. But making TikToks is kind of my little peace area. That's what gets my mind somewhere else.
Damn.
I
Yeah,
say it's
I was
my
about to say.
therapy.
Yeah, I was about to say I was as watching some of the way that you make your TikToks, and like not even just coming back at the comment sections of some of the individuals who are coming after you, but like just some of the TikToks that you do make. You know, you do make some of those that people can laugh at, you know, that people can feel comfortable and enjoy themselves. Is that a like is that where you find solace in being able to know that regardless of the communities that you may be surrounded around and have to deal with on a regular basis, knowing the community that you built with people who support you, does that make you feel at peace at all? Like just
Yeah, it does. I take a lot of joy, especially making trans content for other trans people to watch, make them feel better about. That's mainly what the silly stuff is for that community, my community.
So let's talk about your community for a second. What do you see as one of the biggest problems? No, okay, so let me rephrase that. So we know that these bills are being made by these overly religious human beings, and they're basically trying to, you know, police where trans people are actually able to just simply be. How do you combat that on a day-to-day basis?
What I do is pretty dangerous. I just do it anyways. They say I can't go to the women's bathroom. I'm going to the women's bathroom. I mean, like, I can't really say much for children's sports, like youth sports, but that's the biggest thing. I just kind of do it anyways. And it's really dangerous, and I don't recommend it, but like, I just do it anyways.
Yeah.
I'm going to exist. You're not going to make me not exist. Like, you're going to know I'm here at least.
Yeah. I mean, I I for one, I've never had to walk the shoes of a trans person. I never have. But being a student of history, I realized the intersectionality between trans and blackness. Some of the
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. Because you can't put your blackness down just like trans people can't put that down.
no, and I've always made it a thing that you should never, because a lot of people used to do this back in the day. They used to try to make railroad tracks across the civil rights movement and gay liberation. And I always said that you don't have to do that, because there are heroes and villains throughout both struggles. But when you look at somebody like Marsha P. Johnson, who is, if trans people had a fairy godmother, it would be Marsha P. Johnson. You know, she was a trailblazer in a way. And Marsha P. Johnson did not get a chance to live to see, you know, not only gay marriage, but just not just gay marriage, but simply things like
Laverne Cox in 2022
exactly.
living
Laverne
her
Cox.
best life free.
Yes. She didn't get it.
And yeah, there are people who have negative things to say, but she doesn't care.
Yeah, but the thing
She's
is,
living her life loud.
Marsha P. Johnson didn't get a chance to live that way because Marsha P. Johnson was killed. She was murdered. And that to me speaks, you know, leaps and bounds about where we have advanced in a society, that we can celebrate a Laverne Cox. We can celebrate the cast of Pose. I still to this day love that show. But the reality is trans women of color are being killed on the streets. It's that simple. You know, trans people are being forced not to go to the bathrooms that they want to. And that is a problem. That is a huge problem, you know, and that's just how I see it. But I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and continue this conversation. I have to take a phone call.
I'd like to ask Allie, when did you know? Did you always know?
So this is, you know, a good talking point because of the don't say gay bills. I knew myself when I was at least 7 or 8 that something was different, but I didn't have a chance to educate because in the, you know, early 2000s, no one talked about it. Trans people only existed in one area and no one knew about it really. So I didn't really discover it was a thing until 2016, 2017. And then I was like, oh, that's me. I'm the same way. And that's how I started down the path, because I went down thinking I was gay, thinking I was pan, thinking I was bi, and then come to find out like there was something else behind that too, but I had no education on it. I had to learn through media basically. And that's why I like TikTok, is you have so many trans creators out there talking about their experiences, and we're helping educate, you know, people that don't get educated in schools.
Exactly. Now, may I ask if your family is supportive?
Oh, they're not, no.
Well, you know, you have a new family now.
I do.
So
My dad stopped right after I came out. My mom kind of lasted about 6 months. I guess she thought this was going to be a phase. And then when I started hormones, that was like the nail in the coffin. That was over with.
wow.
Sounds like the average
What's up,
family here.
Thomas?
Hi.
We okay?
We're okay. We're streaming, and that's about
Okay.
as good as we're gonna get it tonight. That's about as good as we're gonna get it, but that's perfectly fine. I don't care. So now we really honestly, since we don't have any restrictions, we can say pretty much whatever we want because we're on YouTube.
What
So,
happened?
Let's just say the hierarchy at our radio station, who I'm not going to disparage, didn't bother to let somebody know that, hey, 8 o'clock is kind of our shit, but whatever. So
Oh,
we're gonna keep this conversation going because we're already streaming and I don't care. So
What's the word? Well, good. Good
All right,
fucking
cool.
yay.
yay.
Fuck, fuckity fuck.
Okay, we don't have to go all the way there, but all right.
Cheers.
So now that I know that this is what it is, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you, Allie. And I'm not, it's nothing against you. You are family from this point fucking forward. You are family.
Yeah, I mean, if you need a mom, a mom-like figure, pick up the phone, call me.
And that's the other
And I
thing.
mean that.
Yeah, that's the other aspect of this. That's the other aspect of this that kind of really aggravates the hell out of me. We're talking about a group of people who simply want to go to bathrooms. They want to go. Allie, have you ever asked for anything other than to be able to just simply be the fucking person that you are? Ever?
No, that's the crazy thing is like people think we're asking for extra routes. We're just asking to be treated as equal. To use the bathroom at Walmart, like that's a big deal.
Yeah, and the part that pisses me off about this is the arguments that they use to fucking justify their bullshit. The arguments that they use are so fucking flimsy and so stupid. Well, what about the pedophiles? Let me tell you something. I have known people who have been pedophiles. I've known them. Okay. The gentleman who, I'm not going to go all the way in, but two family members were molested. And the two gentlemen that did it were in church. One was an organ player. The other one was a pastor. I have been around trans people my whole life. Them two fucking, they never crossed over. You know what I mean? There was never any crossover between a transgender person wanting to molest children. So that argument by itself is fucking asinine. It's fucking asinine. You know,
it's funny. I used to work with a funny thing is never knew it at the time until the feds came. But yeah, I was working with a pedophile. He was one of the supervisors there, and then all of a sudden, one day, feds showed up, took his computer, took all of his stuff, and just walked out. Till eventually, after quite a few nosy people nosing around and doing everything that they do, of course, naturally found out that yeah, he probably should. He probably was on what's that show? Dateline.
Dateline. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the one with Chris Hansen that used to pop in the show.
Chris Hansen. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Predator.
Yeah,
exactly. I've had trans people in my life, my whole life. I come from the old school where they used to call them transvestites. They used to call them drag queens or
Love me some drag. I love a drag queen.
But they were some of the most inviting, loving human beings you could possibly meet.
Let me tell you something. People like that, boys in dresses or trans people, the drag queens, the what have yous, are some of the most resilient people on the planet. And I will tell you why, because they get kicked down by both aspects of society, the straight society, the gay society, men and women. It doesn't matter what gender they are. And yet they still get up. And I fucking applaud that. The resiliency.
That's the funny part about it, though.
I mean, it's almost like being bipolar. You're born in this gender, but you don't identify with it. And you can understand the struggles between men and women. My God, we should be all befriending trans people and saying, help us.
But
We're
that's
crazy.
I think a lot of it, and this is in no way, shape, form, or fashion a defense, because I ain't defending them motherfuckers. But I don't think people know a trans person. I don't think they know a trans person. You can't. You ever had a story? Hear a story from an old white guy who used to be racist, and then came to the light, or his wife, or not his wife, but his daughter or his granddaughter dated a black person. And all of a sudden, they had to address that shit. You ever hear their stories? Well, when I was growing up, my daddy used to call everybody the N-word, except for Mr. Johnson down the street. Now, Mr. Johnson was a good man, and my dad and him were best friends, but he called everybody else the N-word. And I had to address that when my granddaughter brought home a little black baby, and it was a mixed baby, and it's my we don't have enough people doing that. We don't. We do not have enough people saying to themselves, I don't even know any trans people to hate them. Of course, you're going to think they're predators if that's all the fuck you hear. If that's all you know, that is all you're going to think. But imagine, just imagine, you have all this animosity towards trans people, and then you meet one. And you're like,
I dated one. I dated one.
There you go.
When she got out of the shower with the towel around her waist. And I said, Lynn, I think you're trans. And years later, Lynn is still Lynn, but he is now he.
Mad
props.
That's where this idea of the other comes in. And even though I think there's intersectionality between the Black rights movement and the gay rights movement, and I say that they still have their own, their own lanes, their own histories and stuff. At the end of the day, the one thing that brings them all together is this idea of the other. The other is always the problem. If you don't know Black people, except the shit you see on television or on Fox News or whatever, and then you meet a Black person, of course you're gonna be freaked the fuck out. You don't know what the fuck to do with them. Like, oh fuck, wait a minute, really? Hold on. He's not breaking into my car. He didn't have these big ass lips with a knife. He's a normal looking fucking guy with a pair of Dockers on. The fuck? If you don't know gay people, you're in church every day, God is homosexual, sin, God in hell. And then you leave the church and you take your ass to like a fucking barbecue joint, and there's this normal gay man with his husband, and they holding hands and giggling and shit. You go, those two seem normal. They just want some fucking barbecue.
Right.
Like
This is what brings up the religious zealousy that is part of Christianity. Is the simple fact is that you take what was pedophilia and what they hated against for so long, and then they just completely and utterly flip the script, and now it's completely on to the trans community. It is literally, Jesus said this is a sin, and if you use the wrong bathroom, Jesus told me I can do what needs to be done to make sure that you never use that bathroom again, or that you never step foot in this area, or you never do this. It's that Christian zealousy, dude, that is literally just ridiculous.
Did you see that pastor, like this is like a week ago, stood in front of his congregation and he said he did that to a 16-year-old, and everybody forgave him. And now here, like 2 days ago, that pastor said we should put him against the wall and shoot him.
And that's where people like myself, and to me, I'm not a superhero. I'm not. I'm a normal fucking guy. I get up in the morning, I put my pants on, I brush my teeth, I take my Adderall, I got dogs, I got a fucking homework and shit like that. But the only reason these people are able to get away with shit like that is because there are so many people willing to not say anything. They're so willing not to, I have gay family members, but I can't say anything because these are my friends. Fuck them. No, fuck them. And it's perfectly okay to say that. Like, Pastor Man can walk around and think he wants to stone gay people. He can even have a plan. He can go out and buy all the stones, the flat round stones he wants. He's more than welcome to. But the moment you decide, well, I know there's an inclusion a place around the corner where gay kids are at. I think I'll drive over there to stone. When you pull up with your stones, and I just so happen to be driving past, and I see you walking out. Oh, look, I know what that is. That's a lighthouse. That helps, gay, lesbian, and trans youth. Oh shit, is that crazy pastor from the shit that I saw on TikTok? Is that a whole fucking truckload of stones? I think I'll get involved. And I tell them, you want to throw a rock at them, I'm going to punch you.
Which
I'm gonna give
brings
you
up
ammo.
a
TikTok.
great
Yes.
point. This little Idaho U-Haul situation,
Oh Lord.
listen, if you see something, say something, make a call, and mad props to those people out there in Idaho.
That's the thing. They should not have ever gotten that fucking far. Because again,
But thank God somebody called.
yes,
Somebody
and
got
listen, you will not hear me say I'm not glad that somebody did not intervene. You will not
because
hear me say that.
but here's the problem. You got a bunch of, for better lack of words, because I get a lot of, I hate alphabet mafia, I hate LGBTQIA, and how many more things are we going to add to it? Can we just say, gay, queer? I like the word queer, but some people don't. But say everybody under this rainbow umbrella. Because I don't believe that anybody is truly straight. I think we're all in flux. It's funny to me, but who decided, who dictates who we love? Who dictates how I identify, and why can't I identify as a whatever?
Not Christians.
And I won't even just say Christians, because, and I tell this story honestly because this is about the truest indication of what I'm talking about. Okay. My middle son is gay, and when he came out, I kind of knew because of some of the things he did when he was younger. And I tell this story, it's funny, but it's true. When my middle son was about 2 years old, he used to like to run on the tops of the sofa, and then he would jump off because his mom had a love seat sitting there, and he'd jump in the chair. Well, then she moved it and put the television the other place. So now I'm over there visiting him. He runs on the thing. Well, I don't want you leaping into the television. So I run to the end, and I'm like, I got you, buddy. He leaped in my arms, and he was like a swan. And then when I caught him, he was like, yes. And I'm like, this boy gay. All right. So I knew my son was going to be gay. So when he came out to me at 17, I did not bat an eye. I'm like, okay, I know, whatever. You don't ashamed? No, I fucking love you. My niece came out. And when she came out the night my mother died. Okay. She came out the night my mother died. And she eventually, because she lives in this Orthodox Muslim family, when she came out, my sister fucking threatened to kill her and shit like that. I see a lot of Christians talking about what God hates, but not what God loves. And Ali, you were saying that your mom kind of pushed you off to the wayside, right?
Yeah, like my dad, it was instant. My mom kind of got harder to get in touch with for about 6 months, but as soon as I started hormones, it was just over with. Like, I guess she thought it was a phase, and I was just gonna, God, I was joking, it was whatever. But as soon as I got on hormones and like my body started changing, didn't want nothing to do with me. It's crazy.
What did your father say?
Oh, my father has threatened much violence against me.
You live with that. That is something you live. Like, I can't, like I was telling you about my niece, I can't live my niece's life. I don't know, because I can accept her, but I'm her uncle. I accepted my son. His mom, not so much. You live with that knowledge of what your father said, correct?
Yeah.
Like, is it like like every once in a while, it's like just a thing that replays in your mind? Like maybe in like a bad, like maybe you're in a bad situation or something like that, and then all of a sudden something pops up back in your mind that maybe your father had said or your mom had said or somebody else that you knew had said to you after this had happened.
Not anymore. I kind of get pleasure in not giving him that acknowledgement because I know he still thinks about me, and I think that's kind of me getting back at him because I just don't think about him anymore. And my mom kind of hurt though, like it's my mom, but nowadays I have like this whole TikTok family, and like I have discords of other trans people, and like I have enough to keep my mind busy. Like I don't really think about my parents anymore.
Yeah, we had an incident yesterday on TikTok. Chloe, who you know, had a situation where nobody could really find her, and she had left a note on Reddit, and it brought me back to, and I've told this story before. My friend Chrissy, who killed herself, and I personally felt like I had failed Chloe until, you know, we got confirmation that she was okay. I personally don't think I don't understand the concept of turning your back on a child. I don't. I mean, so they lost a son and gained a daughter. The kid's still there. You know, this is still we put diapers on you, we helped you walk, we taught you things. We still did all of these things. You're still their child.
And that, like, I want to know, is it just come down to like your sex off? Like, is that what they care about that much? Because nothing else really changes. My body, my mentality has always been this way. I'm just open about it. Is it what I do in the bedroom for you guys too? Like, what?
Yes. Look, can we fucking be honest? Can we be honest for once? Yes. Yes, that's all this shit comes down to. And unfortunately, we live in this damn Puritan fucking society where
stuff.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Does Allie do butt stuff?
Oh
You know,
God,
what
butt
the
stuff.
fuck kind of shit is that? The fuck it? Why is that a big thing? Because you know what else? That happens to be the normative belief system amongst people. I won't even give it a race, but I'll just say people. Everybody cares about what somebody does in the bedroom. They see Allie, wonder what Allie does in the bedroom. They see muscles in nursing. What does he do in the bedroom? That's all that comes down to. That's why they're worried about you going into bathrooms and shit, because they think you're going to do your butt stuff to their children. What the fuck who thinks like this?
See, that's what brings back the Christian zealousy, is because the simple fact is that it's no longer worried about the pastor or, you know, your brother or, you know, the guy in the bathroom. It's going to be the individual who walks in there who to them is supposedly wanting to be the other gender, so they're going in the wrong bathroom to do stuff to their children. That's just what's fucking stupid.
And how many of these Christian pastors have been caught out there with their drawers hanging down? How many?
Yeah, like the Southern Baptist thing that came out. Like nobody's really...
Muscles.
250 pages, ladies and gentlemen. 250 motherfucking pages of most of it's with children.
And how many trans people were on there?
Funny thing is that I have a friend that's he's super conservative Christian, the conservative of the most conservative Christian. And the funny thing is that for whatever reason if you are not a cisgender white male, you are wrong. No matter what, you are wrong.
Because again, it goes back to that idea that we all have to worry about what somebody does in a bedroom.
And that's it exactly. And even if if you're not dressed like a conservative Christian, you're wrong. You're still wrong. You may be cisgender, but if you are not dressed conservative Christian, you're wrong.
That's so, and that
still wrong.
And it's funny because if you go through the Bible, some of the stories in there, you're gonna literally go, you're worried about the wrong thing.
Yeah.
David set up Bathsheba's wife, husband, got him murked so that he could fuck her. Ain't me making that up. That's not me making it up. He set that man up so he could bang his wife. One of David's sons molested his daughter. It's in the Bible. I'm not making this up. It happened. His other son, Solomon, had like 900 wives. No, he had, what did he have? 700 wives and 300 concubines. Side chicks. Okay. So this man out here banging out 1,000 women, but oh my goodness, we cannot let 2 gay people in the back. What kind of shit? There's my favorite.
Oh my goodness! Did y'all
Like-
just have that?
Yes,
that
like, wait a
TikTok
minute.
Just entered my head.
Look, Ezekiel 23:20, where these women basically went after guys who were well endowed. Okay, just put it that way.
Oh,
When you
Lord.
try to put shit in that book on people's lives, you lose. Because I can guarantee, Allie, and I'm gonna ask you, this is rhetorical, it's stupid as shit, but please follow along with me. You're not trying to have 700 wives and 300 concubines.
No.
No.
Why not, man?
I
Why
mean,
not, man?
you-
Why not?
you're not gonna set up. I'm gonna put a scenario. You find a guy that you really find is attractive. He's very attractive. You plan on sleeping with him, so you set his wife up to get killed in a car accident just so you can bang her.
No, because I'm not Christian. I wouldn't do that.
There you go. There you go.
It'd be a great movie, though.
It would be, that shit would be fantastic. Right? But no, because it would do is make fucking people hate gay people even more. But that is my point, though. That is
Man,
exactly
just change it all cisgender white.
Exactly.
Great movie.
Okay, let's be honest. You know how white people hate black people because black people are so fucking fabulous with everything, whether it's music, dancing, dressing. It's the same thing with fucking gays. You fucking knew because they're
Yes.
so damn glittery and fabulous. And it's like, why can't I read a bitch like a queen or a black woman? Why can't I? Oh, that's right, because I'm fucking vanilla bleached white fucking flour.
It to me, they're putting fictional stories ahead of people that stand in front of them. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Allie's my kid. Okay, Allie's my kid.
My kid too.
Allie comes up and says, I'm trans. That's still my kid. That's still my fucking child. I was there. You were born. Here you are. Oh my goodness. Look at the little feet. Look at the fingers. Oh wow. He's skinned to the knee. Well, now he's a she. Okay, so all those fucking stories that I had, she is born. Look at her little feet. Look at her skin, her knee. When you put fiction, and I'm sorry, the most holy books are filled with shit that ain't been. I don't care. There's that fucking ark in Kentucky. You show me a boat that can fill with all the animals on Earth, and the polar bears actually walked willingly to this motherfucker, along with the penguins and the sea lions. I'll believe you. But
that was another one that honestly I could not understand either. That story.
I don't get it. I don't. And the thing is, I don't knock anybody who does. I don't. If your faith leads you to be a better person, a better human being, a better steward, a better husband, a better father, whatever, fine. I don't have a problem with it. But when you take it out of that and start going towards people who are actually existing,
right?
That fucking pastor at Steadfast, perfect example. You have lost the plot, dude. You lost the plot because everybody wants to stay their ass in the Old Testament. Everybody want to dance around in the Old Testament. The Old Testament is filled with all the fuckery. Abraham hearing voices and shit and going off his kid. Okay, hey, but when you get to the New Testament,
that just sounds like schizophrenia to me. But I mean,
but when you get to the New Testament, that's when you get to the main character, the Jesus guy. You know him. He said, love thy God with all thy heart and love thy neighbor as thyself. So guess what? Here you are, Christian conservative man. You live next door to Allie. Allie is a fucking beautiful trans woman. Good morning, Allie. Jesus loves you. And you don't mean it sarcastically. You mean it fucking literally. Hey, Allie, look at me. Look at me. Jesus loves you. Jesus. And fucking me. Somebody's fucking with Allie. Hey.
You know, I'm just
Leave
going to
Allie
be
the
Mama
fuck alone.
Bear right now. Do not push your Jesus narrative on this beautiful young woman.
Don't push it on anybody. If it's coming to, and there is a preacher, and I cannot remember what his fucking name is, but he's in a black church in Atlanta. And he talked about hypocritical Christians and how if you take the songs out of the hymn book that were written by gay people, you wouldn't be able to really sing anything. And that nobody says anything about the choir director being gay as long as the music sounds good. But people, according to this man, people need Jesus. You're supposed to lead them to Jesus. Trans people just happen to be the new boogeyman on the block. They do, because Victoria and I both remember the AIDS 80s. Remember that shit.
Oh, yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, fucking Missy B's is the biggest gay club in Kansas City. And I remember them putting a banner, because this was back when fucking Larry Kramer lost his shit and said, you know what? Fuck being nice. We're going to be assholes. And he created Act Up. So Missy B's had an Act Up fucking banner across their damn door. They were like, all are welcome. You can go to Missy B's today and be treated like family. And when I said I've had gay people in my life and I've had trans people in my life all my life, this is a part of my life. So when I watched how people were treating gay people, how they were treating trans people, I remember a trans woman in Kansas City got really fucked up. And I think she died, if I'm not mistaken. I think she died. But a carload of guys showed up one night because she, she's trans, so she can't really, there's not a whole lot of jobs for her. So she's a sex worker, which goes hand in hand with a lot of this. And a carload of guys fucking beat her. And that stayed with me because they had it on the news. And my mom was like, wow, that's just horrible, heartbreaking. And they showed a picture of a little beautiful black woman. They gave her male name or dead name or whatever. And they said she was in critical condition. And I don't think she made it. I don't. Stories like that. And it was the AIDS panic. Oh, well, don't get near them. They're going to give us AIDS. They have been doing this for decades. The lavender scare, outing people. And, it's so many different things. Oh, Dr. Hill's border. Okay. But the trans community is now the new boogeyman. Now it is. And unfortunately, there are lives involved in this. There are people that are just trying to, they just want to go to the bathroom, just want to go to work.
Well, it's like the Brandon Tina story of Boys Don't Cry. Mm-hmm. Look what they do to women and sexual assault cases. That kid in South Carolina that keeps getting off because he's rich, he's white, he wouldn't fare well in prison. Well, that's a fucking you problem. You should have thought of that before you committed these felonies and raped a whole bunch of fucking women, because now it's your turn to bend over and take it. In prison. Jeez. They don't give a fuck about women. They most certainly don't give a fuck about trans people.
Yes, and trans women.
And clearly with all these bills, we see that.
Exactly. One of the hardest things for trans women especially trans women that end up going to jail, they always end up putting trans women in men's prisons, which is a death sentence. It's a fucking death sentence because they're going to see them as whatever, and they're going to try to kill them. They have higher rates of sexual assault. They have higher rates of, trans people have higher rates of suicide.
I think it's 4 times likely.
Yeah, it's so the idea of, well, we just have to love these people, or they have to conform. They have to why not change society to become more diverse and not make these people who simply just want to live their fucking lives. They just want to go to bathrooms. They want to go to the restaurants. They want to go out outside. They want to go to parks. They want to fall in love. They want to work. Why not let them do that instead of trying to make them conform to society that doesn't fucking understand them in the first place? It's not their job. I'm sorry. It is not trans people's job to fucking make society accept them. They are who the fuck they are. Society is supposed to accept them anyway. I walk out the door. I'm 6 feet tall, bald with earrings. I'm a black man. I'm not asking society to, well, we'll tolerate the black guy. No, motherfucker. I'm not going home and bleaching my fucking skin. Fuck you. I'm a black man. I will be a black man until my ass is dead. Then I'll be a dead black man. All trans people are asking for is that. Just that. Leave them the fuck alone. Let them go. Hey, if I had a company, and I mean this sincerely, I've said this over and over. If I had a large company, I would hire nothing but trans people. Nothing. Would it be discrimination? No. Because they would be the best candidates, because 9 times out of 10, they are. There should be more than just TV shows. It shouldn't take a Laverne Cox for people to see trans visibility. Laverne Cox, beautiful woman, don't get me wrong, beautiful in a motherfucker, but she is not the standard bearer for trans people. Just like fucking Caitlyn Jenner isn't we have trans visibility, Caitlyn Jenner's here. No, fuck no, just let them live their fucking lives. I would create a company and a space where trans people can just be fucking comfortable. Make the bathrooms non-sexual. Who the fuck thinks about banging children and shit in bathrooms in the first place?
So great point that Elizabeth brought up to me when she got back from Denmark from being over in Europe, is that she was talking about
looking at his girlfriend.
All of these people.
I'm filming a lot. I'm doing a slide.
I don't care. But like, from what she has told me when it comes to the bathrooms, there compared to what we have, if we just had more privacy in our bathrooms, why the fuck would it be such a big deal anyway? Because it's like almost going into an individual room as it is anyway to use a stall. Unlike here, where you've got gaps in the doors and you've got little gaps underneath the, where you can still see the toilets and everything else like that. You're still making things not as private as you can make it. Like the bathrooms there were private. You could literally walk in. It's like going into another room that is a private stall, basically, in a bathroom. That's genderless.
You go into fucking, I go to the
Right.
Incheon fucking airport in South Korea. The damn stall door is longer than everything else in that motherfucker. You are not seeing anything. You go in, you do your business, there's a bidet, and then you get the fuck out. Nobody thinks, only Americans think like this, because trans people around the world, outside of America, they kind of just, it is what it is. I've been to Germany. I saw a absolutely gorgeous trans woman in Berlin. I was taken aback. I was like, whew, just gorgeous. And it's just normal to them. Hi, I'm a woman, and I go on about their damn business. We have to start making society realize that trans isn't abnormal.
No, it's very common in cultures.
They should.
We've been here for hundreds of years.
Exactly. They should not have to be entertainers. They shouldn't have to make us laugh or do TV shows. They shouldn't have to be, oh, I'm part of the Kardashian clan. They're normal fucking people. And that's why I will continue to preach acceptance rather than tolerance, because your body tolerates things. When you have cancer, you take chemotherapy, they say your tolerance level is going up. I want to start seeing trans people just be normal. One of the reasons I follow Ali, the real reasons I really follow you on TikTok is because you're just normal. You're normal. Chloe, normal. Chris, oh my God, Crystal, good friend of mine, normal. Just there's a trans woman in Kentucky. Really,
I'm friends with a trans man that used to be a retired nurse anesthetist.
There's a trans man in the United States military that would outdo damn near every fucking guy on TikTok today. That motherfucker is cock diesel, like swole up, big as. When they told me he was trans, I said, bullshit. That motherfucker, he does pull-ups for fun, just for no reason. I'm just pulling up for nothing. That's what I'm gonna do. He does fucking push-ups, like he'll knock out 25 push-ups. It's fucking back. He got the wing thing on with the back. You know, you do the thing with and you got the wings. He's got the wing shit on his back. And they were like, oh, he's trans. The fuck? I said, well, I damn sure wouldn't have noticed. I did not notice at all. I had no fucking idea. I know, Ali, you have to go.
Mm-hmm.
You are now
top of the hour.
You are top. We ain't gotta worry about top of the hour. We ain't streaming. Fuck them. We're doing it.
It's at top of the hour on YouTube.
Fuck them. But
Gilbert.
Ali, you are a member of the Villains View family. You are always welcome back here whenever you want. You are one of us. So
you are loved. You are appreciated.
Yep. And you're
valued, and I wouldn't change a thing.
I will
accept a bunch of laws and protections and changing ignorant people. You know, you're amazing.
I will say this much, and I'm dead serious about this. Rub it in their face. If you fall in love, you got a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever, show pictures.
Flaunt it.
A lot.
Flaunt it all around in their
look,
faces.
you have the ability to do 3 minutes. Put that shit to music and just, this is me in love. Show the fuck everything. I don't want you to be the face of trans people. I want you to have a normal fucking life to where we don't have to have a face of. The day we no longer have to have a face of trans, just like we don't have to have a face of black, whatever the fuck, will be the day that we know society is actually fucking, made it. I just want to see you be you and continue to be you and keep smiling. And if you ever have a bad day, you now have a family. I'm not going to say I'm your daddy because that's just weird.
It's weird.
Just weird. I'll be your uncle. That's not even. I'm your big brother. Fuck it. I'm your big brother. Fuck that. I'm your big brother. I'm your mom's oldest kid. Like, I'm probably older than your mom. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, you are.
You're so I'll be your big uncle. Your mom's older brother. I love everybody. I don't give a fuck. Your mom and dad are stupid.
And Allie, I'll be whoever you need me to be. I'm just an old curmudgeon-y, salty.
Wow, look at her with the Dark Knight. Oh, it's so cute. But thank you so much for coming on this show. I greatly appreciate it, and we will definitely have to have you back.
Thank you for having me. I had fun.
Hey.
Allie, I'll be here for you too. I mean, I will fuck with you. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
But just know it's all out of love. Just know it's all out of love.
Just to let you know, and I know this is gonna sound weird coming from somebody like me, but I would stand in the breach for you.
Thank you.
I would stand in the fucking breach for you, and I mean that. I fucking mean that. There's
you got him, you got me, you've got Angry, you've got Victoria, you've got everybody in the Villains Guild. We're here 100%. 100%. All the way. And like, even though I know that you technically came on here because Thomas agreed to this.
Yeah.
I'm still very appreciative of you coming on, for real. It's been a pleasure and an honor. Thank you.
You make me
Thank
sound
you.
all important and shit. But thank you, Ali. I appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys are not following, give them your TikTok name again.
It's Freak Squeak, just one word.
If you're not following Freak Squeak, I don't know why you even have TikTok. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't know why the fuck you still have it.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey man, I'm trying to. Hey, leave me
See,
alone,
Ali,
man.
we're a hodgepodge of this, that, and the other. But
We're a
the
hodgepodge of
thing that
stuff.
unifies us is fucking love, acceptance, honesty, authenticity.
It's your parents' loss. Watching you.
It truly is. It's sad.
The woman
Allie,
that you truly
before you
meant to be.
go, I want to tell you this story. I have tried to raise my kids that whether they come home with somebody outside of their religion, outside of their race, outside of their gender or same gender, whatever, that they were going to be loved and accepted. Okay. My 15-year-old son came to me and said, Mom, I know you're going to be disappointed, but I'm a Republican. I still fucking love my kid. You hear me? You hear me? You can do no wrong, kid. You're
Allie,
good. You're
Ali,
good.
I will give you the last word before you go. Anything you want to get off? Anything you want to say?
No, I'm good. I just had fun talking to y'all. It was fun. I appreciate being on here to this chat. It was fun.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Thank you for being here.
Thank
Thank
y'all.
you.
Y'all have a great night.
You too.
Love
You
y'all.
as well.
Oh,
Love
you
you.
too.
Love you
Stop
too.
that. Now you're trying to say
Love you too. Take care, Ali.
Take
Okay,
care.
bye.
Bye. All righty. So we're still streaming, and we still got one more hour because that's the goddamn professionals we are.
I'm streaming over here. I mean, I'm trying to let people know what we're doing too.
I know. Tell them I said hello.
Hello.
right, so-
Thomas Bishop says hello.
We brought Gilbert on to talk about social media,
Oh, that's Gilbert right there. Let me zoom
and
in.
that is Gilbert, right?
That's for you, Joker.
That's
Yeah, he'll blow up in a minute.
everybody's
Hello, hello, hello.
everybody's
When he
flicking
took
Hello, everybody.
else off. All right, so
Out in-
This is directed to you.
I know. So Elon Musk wants to buy Twitter, and I don't
Fuck
like
him.
it. I don't
Ah.
like it.
Sorry.
I don't like it. I'm sorry, I don't like it. But I
I-
have to preface that with this. I love The Boys. I love Invincible. I love The Marvelous Miss Maisel. All three of those shows are on Amazon streaming or Prime Video. Prime is owned by Amazon. Amazon is owned by Jeff Bezos. I don't fucking like him. I have seen some really cool ass Teslas. I would never buy one because I do not like Elon Musk. So can we
I
go
wouldn't buy
ahead?
one because I don't think they're worth $240,000.
They're not.
But
Fuck them.
No, not at all.
Can we admit that honestly and openly that having oligarchs and rich people own media corporations and social media is a problem?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's always been a problem with the uber rich owning literally everything like that, because simply put is that like how you see with gas prices and groceries and everything. They control it, they own it, they set the price on it.
And they will.
And unfortunately, we're going to pay for it because why? We have no choice.
But when you think about it, Americans, I've been on across this planet, and one thing I can honestly say, every time I come home, I've been to South Korea twice. I've been to Norway, England, Germany twice. I've been to fucking Afghanistan. I've been to Puerto Rico. I've been to fucking the Bahamas. I've been to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba 3 fucking times. But one thing I notice every single time I come back is how lacking the American people are. And one of the reasons I say that we're lacking is because Our media organizations are not here to teach us. Our media organizations are here to make a profit. It's that simple. You can lie about it. You can pretend like it does not exist. But the fact of the matter is, before fucking what, 1980, no, 1990 something, media organizations were losing money, a lot of it. But
Well, see, during that time, that's the only thing mainly they were doing. They were just weren't really adding their personal feelings toward it.
no.
You know, they were more kind of, this is what happened. This is fact. This is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of why they were losing the money like that, is because they weren't catering to they weren't catering to businesses, basically.
Exactly,
Or
because it was
people with money.
Yeah,
They
it was
weren't catering to it.
Yeah, think about it. We had three television channels: ABC, NBC, CBS. We had Walter Cronkite, who was the king of telling us who, what, where, when, why. Period. That's it. This is all you need to know. When the Vietnam War was going poorly, Walter Cronkite was the person who basically said that out loud because it was truthful. And then, because we also had something called the Fairness Doctrine. And the Fairness Doctrine basically stated that if you give airtime to one opinion, you have to give equal amount of time to an opposing opinion. So I can be, liberal candidate for president, and I can say, here's a list of things that I want us to accomplish. Here's a list of things that aren't happening. My opponent would have to have equal amount of time to be able to talk about what they are going to do. So if we still had the Fairness Doctrine, there would not be a Fox News. There, I said it. I'm being dead ass honest. If we still had a Fairness Doctrine, we would not have a Fox News. We would not. Because for every hour that Fox News plays a Sean Hannity, there would have to be an equal hour for somebody to come in and say everything that you just heard from this idiot fucking 2 minutes ago was wrong. But we don't have it anymore. Thank you, Bill fucking. No, thank you, Ronald Reagan, and thank you, Bill Clinton, for, basically deregulating, fucking the industry, the media industry. So then you come into social media, and we have been so programmed to believe that our media is corrupt, except our personal channels. Mm-hmm. We now have what is called media a la carte. If I want some facts that cater to my political positions or my personal bias, I can find it now. But then when you get to something like, because the other thing that Jeff Bezos owns is the Washington Post. He owns the Washington Post. So when you get to somebody owning a fucking newspaper, or
that's where I do have a problem with is
because
it's one thing if he owns Amazon and as a retailer, that's one thing. But when you start trying to get into communications and media, then you're basically trying to tell the world what you want them to know.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's exactly what ends up happening. That's where you end up with situations like what we have right now, because Elon Musk wants to buy Twitter. Okay. And he wants to bring back, First Amendment.
Yeah.
One of the very first things he said he was going to do was allow Donald Trump back in. Now let us all remember why Donald Trump was kicked off of Twitter in the first place. Was it for the Covfefe? No. Was it for the Obama tap my phone? No. Was it for any of the myriad of other fucking things he did before January 6, 2021? No. It took a fucking insurrection for that man to be kicked off of Twitter. So Elon Musk comes in and he says, Well, sure, Donald Trump can have Twitter. He can have his Twitter back. I got kicked off of Twitter, and I will tell you exactly what I said to get kicked off of Twitter. Candace Owens said some Candace Owens shit. Who cares? It's Candace Owens shit.
Or
You know,
Candace Owens being
whatever
Candace
the
Owens.
Yeah, black person did wrong, blah, 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 insert Candace Owens or special sauce of Candaceness. I said, and I quote, well, a coon got a coon. I didn't direct it at her. I simply said a coon got a coon. And I got kicked off of Twitter. Now, that to me was a First Amendment thing. All I did was call somebody. I didn't even call her that. I said a coon got a coon.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
But I get kicked off. This motherfucker incited an insurrection on the federal government. And Elon Musk says, well, we can probably let him back. How?
All right.
How? Gilbert, explain to me how. Tell me how, please.
That's just there's a whole lot of details to it, but overall it's just
Girl, I got you. Hang on.
one motherfucker with just too much money. That's all it is to it. Because
Yes, Victor.
all right.
I am here to remind you about Phoenix Rising. Do you remember last week or
Oh,
whenever
dear God.
it was?
Tell Phoenix I apologized already. I did not call her
Oh
old.
no, you
She's
must
like 2 years older than
grovel
me.
at this queen. You must grovel.
God. Tell her I will get back to her.
We love you, Thomas.
I
We
know
love
y'all
you,
do.
Gilbert.
We
Oh,
love you,
thank you.
Jeffrey.
Joker.
Yep. Joker.
Joker, hello. Is anyone there?
Is he really? Did you just zone out, dude? The fuck?
Huh?
Anyway, just follow with us. Follow with us. We're talking. But go ahead, Gilbert.
But yeah, with Musk and the whole thing. All right. First off, my first issue I have is how much is 44 billion. 44 billion. 44 motherfucking $billion.
You know that company has been losing
how-
money every year for about 5 years.
I mean, like, who's got
Do
that
you know
kind of
what
money?
$44 billion? It could fucking what it could do to
We could solve
just
homelessness with 20 billion.
it could solve
Not even
homelessness. It could solve people
We could
going hungry.
Yes, we could.
I mean, literally,
solve homelessness
that-
in America for $20 billion.
That amount, and he's spending it on a fucking app.
Yes.
I mean, let's just break it down. I mean, Twitter is just an app.
But you know
So
what?
That's
this
it.
tells you about our species.
Exactly.
This tells you
We
about the
don't
American
give
Totally
oligarchy.
a
This tells you about the
flying
American
fuck
oligarchy.
about
It tells
each
you
other.
about America. Thank you, Jeffrey.
No, this
I
is the
appreciate
American
that.
oligarchy. This is exactly what
This
the
is-
American oligarchy is about.
Yes,
This is how you can see the hierarchy from the rest of us. The
This
rest
is
of us
Exactly.
America.
fighting for everything.
Yes,
Yes.
this is
Hey,
America.
can
This
we
is how
just
America operates.
divert for just a moment, gentlemen,
right ahead.
please? Can we
Yeah.
just
Yep.
divert? I saw a little ticky-tacky about how the UN or who the fuck ever should have jumped in about this Russian-Ukraine shit from the get-go, because now all the food that Russia would have produced and the Ukraine, and there are little whispers of a fucking global famine. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let that sink in.
Of
Yeah.
We'll
course.
spend
So-
money on an app. Do you think we won't be running around killing each other like
Look,
little
that man went to the
cannibalisms?
UN and that man went to the UN and promised that he was going to give a certain amount of billions of dollars to help the economy here in America.
People are
And the
shit.
UN was expecting to do that. And then what did he do? Not 2 months later, he backed out of it. It's the same thing right now with Twitter. It's why he has not signed the contract yet.
But that's
Of course.
One of the-
I mean,
one of the-
that's his thing.
yes.
He's doing what basically a businessman does, is that he's making an offer, and then he's doing literally anything
backs
he
out of
can to pick apart, poke holes, pick, and knock that 44 billion.
Yeah,
To
because
knock
now
that 44
he didn't.
billion
He didn't.
down
He doesn't
and
want to
either
buy it
get what
because
he's
he doesn't.
paying for or knock it down to where he's only paying like 20 billion.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
mad now
I
because he
understand
doesn't have
that
all the
I'm gonna
information on the
eat.
bots. Oh my goodness, we need to know about the bots. There's too many Russian bots. Let me tell you something. This is America's, fucking sucking off of fame. Because if Elon Musk was just, let's say Elon Musk was a member of the apartheid fucking, his father was. But let's say Elon Musk, his dad got his money from, apartheid South Africa. And he was proud of this. He bragged about it. Well, my money came from apartheid South Africa. Would people be fucking riding on his nuts the way they do? Of course they wouldn't. Of course they wouldn't. But America is so fixated on famous people. I mean, think about it. We elected a centrist Democrat who just so happened to be black, which, again, historic. And people who disliked him so much answered that with electing a fucking reality TV star.
He's not the first celebrity to ever be president of the United States of America. If you
No,
remember
but-
the one fucking
Did you
president who
hear
ruined
that
this
Herschel
economy.
Yeah.
Walker won his little primary?
It doesn't matter.
That-
he's still
Yeah,
gonna
But
lose.
that's what I'm saying. That's my point.
Does this not scare you?
And here's the thing is that I believe that celebrities have absolutely no place in politics.
They don't.
Period.
But when they allowed Ronald Reagan, who was a C-list actor at best, to Morning in America the fuck out of us and walk into the White House, and I'm just going to say this, it's going to be offensive and I don't give a fuck. I think Ronald Reagan had Alzheimer's. He had the beginning stages of Alzheimer's when he was elected in 1980. There, I said it. And I think it got progressively worse as he went on. I don't like the fact that we are beholden to older white people and we are beholden to celebrities. Now, Matthew McConaughey went and did a White House press briefing about the Uvalde issue.
Literally about to brought that up.
Yeah, because he is a fucking resident. That's his hometown. Uvalde, Texas is his hometown. In that regard, yes, you're using your voice, you're using your fame, you're using whatever to bring light to something. A situation involving the massacre of children. Great. But when you start doing shit like, I don't like the press I'm getting, so I'm going to buy the newspaper. Or I don't like the way people talk about me on Twitter, so I'm going to buy Twitter. And there are people, the fucking right-wingers are just celebrating, they're just jumping for joy. Yeah, Elon's going to own Twitter. That's not good. That's not fucking good. Because at some point, Elon is going to, my little comment about Candace Owens, he'd have came after me. Oh, fucking, how dare you talk about one of our finest American people, Candace Owens. No, fuck her, I don't care. The First Amendment covers my right to be able to say whatever I want. Now, I understand the government can't say shit to me, but it doesn't mean I can't have consequences. Me getting kicked off Twitter is a consequence. I live with that. Donald Trump fucking sowed the seeds of an insurrection on Twitter. How you can't even, there's something just categorically fucked up about giving that man a platform back.
Let's put something in the chat. All of TikTok is in all of TikTok is in an uproar about what I just put in the chat.
Fuck
Oh God.
Who cares? It's
no, because they want to be oppressed so bad.
No. And I'm sorry.
Say
no,
it
you don't
to my face because I'm gonna laugh because I think it's hysterical.
You are not about to run the government.
You gonna say
You're not about to run
you want
all
to
the
say whitey?
Yeah.
You want to call me cry? I mean,
Th-
look, it's
this is the
hilarious to me.
Do y'all
It
remember?
has no power to me, and I find it ridiculous.
When I got on TikTok in 2020, it was in November. So February comes around. I think I'm going to do something educational. Black history facts you need to know. That's what I did. The entire fucking month was video after video after video after video of white people going, how come I can't say the N-word? Why are we even having this conversation? Why is this a conversation to be had on fucking social media? Here you go. Stop making videos about it. Just go up, just say it. What you get up in the morning, get your little pug, put his ass in his little vest, put on your little fucking, your Birkenstocks or whatever the fuck. Walk your ass outside. N-word, N-word, N-word. I like to say the N-word, N-word. And when somebody slaps the brakes off your fucking ass, congratulations. That's called consequences. Stop making
Fucker,
but it happened.
Find out.
It happened
Giddy
again. It
Which
happened
funny thing
again
is that
this past
when
February.
when you're
This
talking
past
about
February.
consequences and everything,
Yes.
that brings me up to my second part about that with fucking Elon Musk and the goddamn Twitter and fucking Donald Trump and his stupid ass. So, and again, that whole thing with him bringing him back on is, there was a reason, like you said, he got kicked off because of that shit.
The man's tweets are being
his
used in the
whole-
January
and-
6th investigation.
Yeah, and the whole thing is that, all right, and Musk is saying that, oh, well, that violated his First Amendment rights. He should Twitter, da-da-da-da-da. And what's the funny thing is that I had a friend of mine that he defended Trump to keep his Twitter because that wasn't right, because he didn't do anything. He just said some words. That was other people that they're stupid. They listened to him, they believed him, and they just did all that themselves. Yeah, that's not his fault. Yes, the fuck it is his fault.
Yes, the fuck it is. Here's the other thing.
Yes, the fuck it is. One, because nobody there, they wouldn't have done any of that shit if
man
he
tweeted
never
out.
said, he gave that speech, and nobody would have ever done that shit.
Yep. He tweeted out, be there January 6th will be wild. And then the insurrection happened.
Here's the thing. During the January 6th committee thing that they had on, and I'm watching it, literally any of them Trumplican, fascist, conservative, right-wing idiots cannot sit there and still continuously go, well, no, it was Antifa and it was BLM. Antifa or BLM are not going to fucking read his tweet on a loudspeaker about Mike Pence.
Look, here's two things I really want people to understand. Twitter is a hellscape. Elon Musk,
like Dave Chappelle said, Twitter isn't real.
No, Elon Musk wants to buy a fucking hellscape. Here's some things you can see on Twitter right now, and I'm not making this up because I might not still have my damn account, but I can still look at Twitter. These are the things that I've seen. I have seen a man threaten a woman with bodily harm and sexual assault. I have seen porn. Not a little bit of porn. I'm talking a whole 5-minute clip. I saw a dog. Not making this up. I saw a dog going to, you take a dog to a groomer. Somebody grooming a Nazi swastika into the side of the damn dog. I have seen people tweet out shit like black folks are rapists. White women's biggest fear are black men raping them. It's a fucking hellscape. Elon Musk wants to own that. So number one, why? Why the fuck would you own that? Why in the fiddling flying fuck would you want to own that thing? That dude.
To me, I think it's either this. I think it's either this, because the whole free speech thing, it's bullshit to me. It really is. because
I'm sorry.
honestly,
If we thought
you're
we
a
could
fucking
own,
billionaire. Why the
if
fuck
we
would you
thought we
want to
could own people,
buy an app that you could just go on another platform and say the same shit that you just want to say? Why? There's something else. So it's like either this, it's either somebody dared him to buy Twitter.
I hope he did.
if we thought we,
or
I
he
mean-
made a bet with somebody that he has to buy Twitter and he's trying to find a way to get it as cheap as possible. And that's why he's going this whole, what the bots? I need the bots. What about, I need a bot count. What about the bots? And he's making this whole big shit about bots, which bots run Twitter, period. Without bots, Twitter wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
Without bots, nothing would get promoted. Without bots, Star Wars wouldn't be shit. Without bots, Harry Potter wouldn't be shit. Without bots, fucking Marvel, DC, none. It would be
Nothing.
shit without bots.
Nothing. Victoria, what was you about to say?
But I'm sorry, Victoria, go ahead.
oh, you're fine. You know, when white people, Europeans, enslaved other people, or when other groups enslaved other peoples, at what point in your mind do you say, I can own another human being? Something that is just like me, that has the same experiences that I do. This is exactly why he thinks he can own and buy and just degrade Twitter to whatever fucking perversion he wants.
And that's sad because Twitter's already perverted.
Really?
Elon Musk owning Twitter, and I mean this, and I'm serious about this. Elon Musk owning Twitter is going to literally be the end of everything you know about social media. They have tried this with TikTok. They have tried it. There have been out and out racists. There have been out and out homophobes. There have been out and out just sexist human beings. And somehow these people still have a platform, right? And what TikTok does is they gear towards the algorithm. Now, mind you, I can say that about TikTok. You know, well, you have a high follower count. I was talking to somebody last night and I told them I don't even look at that. I don't. Every once in a while, when I actually look on my page, I go, oh shit, I'm up at 6 there, blah, 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 whatever. But I don't look at my follower count. I don't care, because what I'm saying is important. What I'm saying needs to be said to people. Twitter is not going to do that under Elon Musk. What you're going to see is everything you hate about. Imagine if 4chan and 8chan had sex and their child started walking. That child would be Twitter under Elon Musk. 4chan right now,
Yeah.
I've been to 4chan. It is horrid over there. It is horrible. And I don't even want to know what is going on over at 8chan. I know for a fact there's been a couple of people. There's
oh
been
my
some
god,
people-
8chan.
Oh.
Oh my! I saw a
8chan is
documentary.
4chan on steroids. I'm good, dude.
Oh my
I don't.
Dude, I saw a documentary about the guy that created 8chan and 4chan.
Yeah, that
And man, that
little.
he's wanted by the feds because of that.
That's why his ass is sitting in Indonesia right now.
Here's the funny thing. It's like you were saying, when it comes to the follower count, there are going to be people on there from 4chan, 8chan. It is the baby of the product of those two things. Absolutely, 100%.
Yes.
But it's also going to be, how many can I get? What is my number going to be? You know, how big and famous am I going to be because of the baby in which I'm processing all this information out that is public? And, you know, it's like I talk to people about it. You know what I mean? The only time I cared about my following was the fact that, you know, I was coming up on 10 years clean, and I was like 36 people away from having 10,000 followers.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's
that would be
something to
something
celebrate.
if I got 10 years clean with 10,000 followers at the same time.
Yes. That's
But I was
Yeah,
I
that
was
would be
excited about it, but at the same time, I could still give two shits about the fact that I have the amount of followers that I have, because there's more now to what it was then. And I could give two shits about it, because I'm not here for you to follow me.
Exactly.
I'm here because I'm trying to process I'm trying to process a message and put it out there for people who are not getting it from maybe somebody who is saying the message. This is why I duet my stuff. This is why I'm like, hey, I'm not here to speak. You're going to see me on a live at 12:30 at night. That's me, but I create a safe space for you to come into. Other than that, the content you see is just going to be either my face or a blank screen with like finger pointing and stuff like that, because all I want you to do is hear what the person I'm duetting is saying, because their message is strong and it is beautiful, and that's what needs to be happening. When Twitter gets bought by Elon Musk and then the 8chan and 4chan people migrate over to that, it's going to be the most chaotic, hectic, and havoc situation you will ever see on social media. Fuck what Facebook has done anymore. Facebook will no longer be existent.
No.
Pretty much.
And the other aspect of it is, do you know who gets harmed when a guy like Elon Musk buys a social media platform? The least of us. People in just like you, Joe.
Basically,
just like people in marginalized groups.
All of us.
Yes, people in marginalized groups, people in marginalized communities. We already have a suicide rate amongst trans people that is out of fucking control. We have kids going home they've been bullied at school, and they go home, they're 11, 12, 10 years old, committing suicide. Can you fucking imagine if these kids also are on Twitter and they have to fucking listen to this shit? This lawless ass place.
Oh my god!
It's not even
the posts that they
listen.
would get on Twitter.
Read.
Exactly. It's literally just the words that they're going to see.
Yes.
It's not even. Yes, you can do audio and stuff like that. Absolutely, you can see videos. They're going to see this stuff, but it's not even just those aspects. It's the simplest of the aspect of they're going to see the fucking words that these people are putting on this thing that are literally going to just
And the thing is, what's so crazy
so
is that it'll be just the one tweet.
Yep. That's
all.
That's going to cause 15 people, 15 children that are going to commit suicide from reading that.
And the thing is, these are the parts that people don't understand. Like, I get why TikTok does what it does sometimes. What I don't get is how you can have a person put up a video. Perfect example, when that stupid ass Tom McDonald song came out with the crazy white boy, whatever the fuck that is, there was a dude with a fucking Nazi swastika on his chest. Now, imagine being a Jewish person who has heard the stories about the Holocaust, have had members of their family that have died because of the Holocaust. And here you are on a social media application, and you're scrolling, and all of a sudden you see that shit. And then when 10, 12, 15, 20, 25 people report the video, well, we didn't really find any violations. That when you allow lawlessness, you end up getting a body count.
But you already get that with TikTok. It's just going to be severely worse with Twitter. But you already get that with TikTok because you know that TikTok works with the conservative.
Yeah, think
works
about
with
it.
The right
absolutely.
Because every time that any of us, and I don't report videos, but anytime somebody is reported for misinformation or for literally throwing a terroristic threat to the government or anything else like that, and somebody reports this for these specific things, it is literally not a violation to TikTok. Twitter's going to be even worse.
Yes,
Twitter's going to be even worse. But here's the thing: you look at somebody like me who's a leftist and who, goes, "Hey, by the way, this is not going to be okay. This is not acceptable." No. Blah 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 blah. I get reported real quick.
Pardon me.
Yes.
Pardon me. What is it with the full-on phallic symbols that you can literally read through the clothes that are covering it? Said monster phallic symbol, or the guy simulating fellatio and spitting and
on a ear of corn.
No, this is the new one that's going around TikTok right now. But they are hinging right on the fine line of things. They're on TikTok, but
they are. Because there's still people doing crackdowns. There are still people who are doing their damnedest to try to stop this shit. But
Exactly.
when you give the power of an entire social media platform, like Mark Zuckerberg owns Facebook, he owns Instagram, he owns WhatsApp. Okay. So he has all of this power over this shit. So anything he wants on there gets on there. Now, I have had my damn whole fucking Facebook account frozen, completely frozen for a week or a month based off some shit I said in 2013. But then you will see people, you know, the one with the woman washing the monkey, and then it was a white guy holding on to a black dude or whatever. That shit was on Facebook. So Zuckerberg doesn't seem to have a problem with that, because to them, it's all about the algorithm. TikTok is the same way. They don't give a shit about anything else but the fucking algorithm. So if this fucking Nazi symbol having motherfucker singing his stupid ass song gets views, of course they're not going to see any fucking violation. I'm surprised. I still routinely get some of my videos banned. That's why I started uploading the motherfuckers to Instagram in the first place. But the shit that gets banned, there's nothing sexual about it. I might be cussing somebody the fuck out, but it's words. But I also know that there is worse shit just on an application like TikTok. When you give that level of fucking power to somebody who literally thinks a guy who is at the heart of an insurrection should still have a platform, you are going to get hell. You're not just regular hell. You're going to get a level of bullshit that is going to boggle your mind. And we're talking about an application that already has shit on it. Already has it on there.
Taking it into perspective on not just TikTok. You know, you've got the creator fund and everything else like that on TikTok and everything else like that. Think about this. Elon Musk is Twitter. He's going to instill some kind of thing that's going to create some kind of platform that's going to make him money. Besides owning Twitter, he's going to, you know, to have creators be able to make like a creator fund and everything else like that. But watch him do the same analytics that fucking Twitter did. I mean, that TikTok did. Because you remember last year, there was multiple people posting this video about the creator fund, literally talking about, if I put something in there about Black Power or Black Lives Matter or something dealing with black in general, they would not let me join the creator fund. But if I was to put something in there like white supremacy or white power or white this, they literally would automatically let me create a creators fund. This does not make sense. What's gonna happen,
I remember seeing that video.
Exactly. There's exactly what's going to happen in Twitter. But for what's going to happen on Twitter is literally going to be completely and utterly almost the same, but opposite at the same thing. You're going to take 4chan, you're going to take 8chan, and you're going to create their little baby, like you were calling it. This Twitter that we're going to have is no longer going to be a safe space for anybody who is not on the right, who is not conservative, who is not fascist, who is not homophobic, transphobic, xenophobic, nothing. Nobody will be safe on this platform anymore. And what's going to happen is that they're going to find you, and they're literally, it's like almost like Facebook, how he is now allowed to give your public information out to anybody.
And that's all that
Elon is going to do the same thing, because
that's how you make that money. That's how you make
money. And the thing is that it's already starting to get to that point where it is toxic like that. I mean, it's almost getting to the point of where if you're not far right wing, then it's automatically you're going to get just anything you put. It's just going to get hate, and then if it stays there, because more than like what it'll end up happening is that the tweet will get removed or your account will get banned.
Maybe. And that's the other part of it. Go ahead, Victoria. Yes.
Look, see, and then the damn ACD kicks in, I swear to God.
Oh my goodness. You and the damn AC over there fighting.
No. Where were we? We were talking
about Twitter and Elon Musk.
Oh yes, but listen, I don't often read, okay, like e-magazines or newspaper shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I do everything on my phone. I don't read a lot of articles, but I did read one time about the life cycle of social media. Now, we all remember MySpace.
Oh, good.
Mhm.
MySpace died. Well, Facebook is in
I
the
mean, look here.
process.
Tom was my greatest friend. He was my first friend, and
I
he was the
miss
coolest
Tom.
friend ever.
I miss Tom.
I missed Tom.
Like,
Tom
you're
was
talking
awesome.
about
Yeah,
WhatsApp.
MySpace, rest in peace, MySpace.
Why
Mhm.
would you use WhatsApp when you can use newer apps that are out? You know what I'm saying? Because WhatsApp is so whatever.
This is WhatsApp is so 2012. Why
Yeah,
would you
it's
use
like,
WhatsApp?
oh, do you use Kick? Bitch, it's 2022.
Good.
No,
What are you talking about? I
I
still use WhatsApp because I had to
But
for 2.5 weeks.
I used WhatsApp in Korea and I used WhatsApp in Germany, and only to find out that it was being, hacked by the Russians. So we stopped using this shit. I will say this much though, and this I mean more than anything. The most vulnerable are always the one that suffers when the powerful become more powerful. And what do I mean by that? Like I said, we were talking about this with Ali. We as a community, as a TikTok community, almost lost Chloe yesterday. She had been through something. Now, she had an incident where she was out in public and she got a rude comment, and that set her off. And she left for a little bit. That will become a reality, but it won't be something that somebody says out in public. What'll happen is you get a 13-year-old kid who's, they like Power Rangers or whatever, and they like sharing their days of playing with Power Rangers.
Nothing wrong with Power Rangers.
Yeah, but assholes are going to be assholes. They're going to bully that kid.
Mm-hmm.
It'll always be some faceless fucking person, because that, for some reason, the only way some Americans feel like they can be American is if they bully some goddamn body else. The reason they can't stand my ass is because I bully the bullies. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I have a perfect one for you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
These people will make these hate comments, and these hate comments stay up there. So when you search this person, you see all this plethora of comments, and every one of their comments is just absolutely full of vitriol. But you say one goddamn thing back and you get a violation.
You're the
Now, let
harasser.
me
You're
check.
the bully.
Hold. So back around November, there was a woman with this bright red hair and a nasal cannula, and she was homebound. And she was asking for family applications if anybody wanted to come be her family. And it was sad. And this woman named, I don't know if I can say it or if I'll get a content violation, but anyway,
a woman, yeah.
This woman said to her, "You are just attention seeking, blah, blah, blah." Well, the problem was she had the word nurse in her part of her at name.
Oops.
Well, I said, is this you? Because what we're not going to do is pick on the chronically ill, the disabled. And then Miss Lady made a few more videos, this woman. Somebody just reached out to me several days ago and said, she died. The woman that was seeking the family application. And then he told me they didn't even have a funeral for her. Her family just cremated her.
And see that we
But
just had an
wait,
incident.
but wait, there's more.
Mhm.
So the person who made that hideous comment to her in this beautiful video that I made to this woman,
Mhm.
I tagged her and I said, I just wanted to let you know she died. I thought you'd really want to know. I hope the fuck you feel every bit of that.
They won't though, and that's
No, and that's
we just had an incident.
humanity has fucking fallen.
Yeah, we just had an incident. Shit, not too long ago, where a black woman with cancer was being fucking harassed by a big TikToker, and I'm not gonna say her fucking name because we ain't that cool no more. But you know, asking her all kinds of fucking pertinent ass questions. This woman is putting out videos asking for help, asking for GoFundMe's. If a person, and I'm gonna say this, if I ever come on TikTok and I am putting in a GoFundMe for something, it's because it's something I desperately fucking need done. But if I can help, I will. If I can't, I won't. But at the same time, I'm not about to sit here and question why you need the fucking help. But that's the new bullying. That's the new bullying. It's not enough to dislike a person's life, like Professor Mike does with plus size people. It's not enough to do any of that. Now you have to go after the most vulnerable at the most vulnerable time. So here's a woman. She's looking for help. She wants a family, and there's one person that just can't let that shit go. And the first thing they fucking do is, oh, well, you're just attention seeking. You're just da 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 da. Why would you say that? What the fuck made your life so, piss poor and fucked up that that's the way you feel like you have to approach a sick person? And I bring this back to Elon Musk because, again, this is the standard this man has set for the social media platform he would like to own. You can cause an insurrection, which 5 people died that day, and then 3 more cops committed suicide after. So there are 8 people that have died in connection with this. And Elon Musk says, well, we should let that guy have his place back because it's a First Amendment thing. So is a person being able to reach out to somebody on social media to ask them for help. That's a First Amendment thing. And for somebody to bully them is bullshit, man. Go ahead.
Just to clarify real quick on one thing that you were saying about what Elon Musk said, it may have, the circumstances may have changed recently, but when he first said he was going to buy Twitter, he said he was not going to give that man his platform back. We all know that's a fucking lie. We all know that's a shamble. We know all that. He just wants to make a good name for himself and try to get the people he knows that will spend money because they swing a different direction than he does, is exactly what he was trying to do. The circumstances may have changed to where he has changed that. But here's the thing. We all knew as soon as the words Elon Musk is going to buy Twitter, we all went, Trump is back.
Yes. And I'm sorry. I do believe that there are some limits to the First Amendment right to free speech. I do. If your speech harms people, you shouldn't say it. Now, again, bullies don't like me because I bully their ass back because I ain't got shit to lose. You're not going to call my boss. I don't have one. You're not fucking with my money because you can't. If you dox me, bring your ass to my house if you fucking want to. I'm gonna give you some lead and some dog teeth in your balls. I don't care.
You gonna feed them Caesar?
Yes,
something for Caesar.
Yes, I'm pretty sure Caesar would fucking actually jump inside of their ass. Especially if you coming over and fucking with me, I'm the one that takes out the trash. Caesar ain't having that. No,
Caesar's gonna be like, nah, man, I fuck with him.
Yeah, like
hold on,
better back up off of.
You can't you can't walk in here and think that you're gonna mess with my homeboy. That's mine.
That's my partner. What's wrong with you? Ain't nobody doing that. But that,
bruh. Look,
Yeah,
look,
bro,
look,
back,
look.
back,
Yeah.
back,
Cool.
back it up, back
I
it
can
up,
see
back
a-
it up.
We cool,
Back it
but
up,
what you need
back it
to
up.
do is you need to step off the
yeah, I can
property
see a
and
pack of
walk
fucking
away.
squirrels meeting the motherfucker at the front door. I can't. Like a dude
I gotta
showing
get
up
that.
with some intentions to harm. I can see Caesar, because Caesar's not getting his hands dirty. I'm telling you right now, Caesar's not gonna get his hands dirty. Now, Caesar will have 30 fucking squirrels sitting out front. They'll get their hands dirty. Caesar gonna sit up in the tree going, get him. And that'll be the end of it.
Caesar's
You
Joey
will-
Soprano.
Yeah, exactly. Caesar's not getting his hands dirty. Caesar only wants to fight me. He don't want to fight nobody else. He want to fight me and fuck. But anyway,
Hey, use two and use two and use two.
Yeah, you
and,
over
and,
there.
and use four over there. And
Yeah, I
use
can
two
see him
over
doing
here.
that.
Hey, look,
Yeah,
what I need you to do is I need you to go stand at that front door.
Yeah.
You see them people coming out that car? Go ahead
Like,
and get
over
the
there.
front door and
Go
post
over
up.
there and don't let that fucking hey, you come here.
Hey, post
come
up,
here.
post
Hey,
up.
yo,
Go
squirrel
over there.
five. Go over here. Come over
No,
here.
I don't
Hey,
want to hear
squirrel
shit.
five, come
I don't
here,
want
come
to hear
here.
shit. Go over there, now,
Go the
motherfucker.
fuck over
He
there.
comes over here, this bitch. I
Yeah.
want you to take his
Don't you
fucking
let him in the
kneecaps out.
fucking
You hear
house.
me?
What I say?
Take his
You tell him
fucking
you come,
kneecaps
bring it
out.
back. It's like a little
Look,
Robert De Niro. Hey, you come here.
Look.
Talk like this,
Joker, I
like
said
Billy
you about the
Bats.
kneecaps.
Yeah, like he talks
Hey,
like Billy Bats.
look.
Go get
I'm
your
good-
fucking
I'm
shine
good-
box. Come over
I'm
here.
a fan of taking the kneecaps because I have a story about that. But you know, I'm a fan of the kneecaps. But here's the
But
thing:
that's for
he's
another
gonna
time.
have
That's for
all
another
of
time.
them. He's gonna have all of his little goonies right there in the front of the in the front door.
Exactly.
But what he's gonna do is he's gonna wait for you to
Mhm.
come to like the back window or like the back door or something like that, and he's gonna be sitting right there, like arms crossed, looking at you, going, "Yeah, I did that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
fucking
get you."
fucking
mine.
Joe Pesci ass little motherfucking squirrel going. You fucking think you're not you think you're not gonna get the same thing? You think this is not gonna happen
Don't
again?
worry about them. Don't worry about them.
Hey,
You
look.
ain't gotta worry about them. You gotta
Bring
worry
out
about
the
me.
fucking.
Just me.
All I need you to do. All I fucking need you to do is take out the fucking trash. You understand? Because if you don't take the fucking trash out, let me help you understand.
Hey,
Yes.
hey,
Hey.
see how quick he responds to me? Oh, I love it. I
Oh,
feel
would
so
you stop?
special.
Okay.
Listen, no, this is
Hey, let's get back to the
important.
conversation
Okay,
that we were
yes.
having.
This is
Yes.
important.
Mhm.
TikTok widower says the YouTube feed is way behind TikTok. I don't know if that means anything to you.
It probably is. Yeah, it's okay if it's behind. I'm
Okay,
good with
thank
that.
you for letting us know.
Yes, tell her I said thank you, but
Yeah.
it's being recorded. It'll be fucking uploaded. I go fix
TikTok
it.
widower is Kurt. That's my boy Kurt.
But at the end of the day,
And put in 74. I don't know if you know who that is, Thomas. It's one of my, I believe it's one of my mutuals. I don't know if we share this. Yes.
I heard that before.
But you are her TikTok crush. Let's
I gotta
get it
stop.
on. We got about 10,
gotta-
11 minutes.
Yes,
I
we
hear
But
got.
I
Put in-
just want to have a good
Every time I
time from
hear-
here on
listen,
out.
Listen, we
Every time I hear pudding, I always think of Robot Chicken.
all right. I gotta
God damn it! Now I want to watch Robot Chicken because I got to see Bitch Puddin'.
yeah.
Oh, she said she duetted you yesterday. Puddin' 74.
Okay, I will find pudding.
Where to God, I need to watch.
I'm gonna look
at her
watch Robot
profile.
Chicken because
Y'all
I'm
gotta
gonna watch
stop,
Robot
man.
Chicken after
Oh
I get off
yeah,
here.
we're friends.
Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gonna make me. Come on, I'm not. I swear to God, I keep telling y'all I'm not.
All right, but
I'm a
I mean,
weirdo.
essentially,
I mean it's all good. I mean we all know I'm the sexiest motherfucker here.
You may be the sexiest person in this live stream.
Squeeze me.
Uh,
I have a vagina. None of
What
you
the
do.
And ladies and gentlemen,
I
wins. I don't have a. I don't.
I don't think any one
I
of
win.
us can
I
argue that.
win. I don't care.
How do you beat that? How do you?
You don't.
How do you beat that?
You don't.
I don't plan on trying to beat that. She
Don't-
can feel
don't-
the way
don't.
that she wants to feel. Like I don't care.
Hey, man, look, man.
Because in my mind, I'm still gonna sit there and go,
This is
well,
what
I
we
mean,
do
I was only
all the
joking
fucking
about
time.
being
Look,
I was only joking about
Like,
being
we
the
have a
sexiest
Discord,
motherfucker here
too.
because honestly,
I-
I look at myself and go,
And I type the most random
So,
shit. Like I
I'm gonna tell
shaved
you
my
right
legs
now.
for the day
I'm gonna
the
tell
other
you right
night,
now.
and I sent them a shot of. Hang on.
no,
I'm
thank you.
telling my life
put-
what I
okay,
do.
You can put it on mute, woman.
We don't
What
want to
the
hear that.
fudge? I will say this much.
Oh my
as
God,
far
they
as
just
our
showed-
little grouping of people. I don't know, man. Y'all motherfuckers is wild.
She's gonna fucking tell that story about her showing us her fucking
Just-
shaved leg because I talked about shaving my fucking
yes,
face.
she
man.
did. She did put her damn shaved leg up. I'm serious. We are. I really honestly do believe our mascot is Caesar. I'm serious.
I'm still saying Angry needs to create that goddamn logo.
Yes, create the logo.
All right,
on,
man. Damn. I mean, shit.
Look,
I can only draw, but so fast.
I know, but I got you. Listen.
Hey, time to
Number
take
one,
chop, man.
Caesar's got to be muscular but short.
Good. Super kick party.
Excuse me,
right
I
here.
have some more TikTok business.
Yeah.
Elizabeth DGAF says, tell Thomas to get the fuck over himself. Yes,
y'all gotta stop, man. I'm not that. I don't know who y'all keep trying.
My girl done fucking told you to get over yourself.
No, she says tell Joker to get over himself, not you, Thomas. But yes, you too.
He already tells me.
Look,
damn.
Well, the mascot.
Take that shit from
sorry,
a
I'm just showing my
That's what I'm saying, dude. Think about this. Imagine, imagine a squirrel who's muscular but short, like Joe Pesci.
Right.
He does put him in a suit. Put him in a suit, and literally, you can make it. You can have him doing this with his little squirrel hand.
No. Give him a fucking Louisville, and have him like smacking it, like the impression, like he's fucking smacking a Louisville.
I don't care as long as. Look, I don't care as long as it says, I don't care who you thought I was. My name's Caesar, bitch. I'm telling
my name's Caesar, bitch.
If that squirrel does not say my name's Caesar, bitch, we are gonna, Gilbert, I promise you, we're gonna have some fucking problems.
Look at
Bring a PG version of fucking Caesar out and see what the fuck happens. Now I've been dealing with this motherfucker for a year and a half.
Funniest fucking thing. Let me tell you, funniest fucking thing. We got off Mute the Media Friday night, right? And me and Gambit did our live right after that. And I literally was like, all right, guys, we're headed out and everything else like that. And, you know, we still haven't created like what we're going to say at the end of our live and everything else like that. So I literally went, I'm Caesar, bitch. And you can hear Gambit go, no. And I already hit like the power button and was like ending the live. I was like, and then I hit him on the messenger and was like, yep, I ended it that way. And that's how the fuck it went. Because I literally went, got in the close to the camera and was like,
that's what I'm saying.
Bitch.
Gambit has swine. Gilbert has robots. I got a damn squirrel. And if we all gonna follow, we are gonna follow the lead. Caesar is us. It's a fucking villain, a piece of shit. The bastard won't lead.
Now I gotta get me something because he's got robots.
But I'm just saying, literally, a fucking a short, muscular squirrel with a pair of dress pants on, beating on a Louisville Slugger, and literally it can say in a little round circle, I don't care who you thought I was. My name's Caesar, bitch. Like, seriously, that would be fucking hilarious. Dude, you make stickers. Fuck it. And then you can put
I'll picture it.
Literally, he can have a tattoo of the VG
squirrel. I'm picturing a squirrel with
yes,
like that.
But he's short.
You know,
make sure you know he's short.
Making short and everything, you know, with with suspenders and a tie, rolled up sleeves.
Yes, make sure he had like a tattoo of the VG logo tattooed on him.
Of course, he got to have the tattoo on the forearm.
Yeah, big yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
TikTok Widower says, I have never watched squirrel copulation myself, but Thomas has.
Yeah, and I'm scarred. You
sounds disturbing.
You ever watch somebody do something and then you gonna try to do the same thing later on with somebody else? And
Why
you
did
can't? I can't compete with that. Y'all look. I cannot compete with fucking Caesar. You know what? We gonna end this show. We gonna fucking end it because it's
now
late.
We got 5 minutes, motherfucker.
Yeah, but I still gotta go watch my daughter. Anyway, so we'll go around the horn, starting with Gilbert, who is our guest. Thank you for being here. Last words, my friend.
Appreciate you. Thanks for having me. You know,
shout out your shit.
So things I've been working on currently, you know, got all my projects and everything I'm working on, but have my own company as 2 dudes and a laptop. check out the website, twodudesandlaptop.com.
There you go.
So I have gonna have all my videos and everything, my shop there and stuff, when get all that stuff ready. And so currently it's a show I'm working on, my series I'm working on, I call it Infinite, which is it's a whole sci-fi fantasy story, which it's different multiple parts, but essentially it's a metaphor about me and my life and the people that have influenced me throughout my life. So that's what I got currently working on. I appreciate you having me on, and
You VG, man.
thank you.
Shut up. All right. Victoria.
Why do you
Final
say it with
words.
such disdain?
That isn't disdain. Disdain is but Victoria.
Oh, the
Or just-
commentary
or
on the
just-
TikTok live has been hilarious while I've been muted.
I tell you.
I love you guys. People are leaving comments like, I will never get in the guild now. I want to come hang with y'all. And this is what it is like all the time with us. We're just a hodgepodge family, I swear to God.
Yes. We just call ourselves villain because nobody else is like us.
I don't have any projects. I don't have nothing going on.
You do have a project and we're going to work on it, I promise you.
Oh, no.
We got a GoFundMe coming.
I'm
Go
telling you,
fund
we look, Victoria, every week. And then you start giving us your escapades and they turn out horribly. The more they turn out horribly, the more I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to have to be like Thanos. Fine. I'll do it myself.
No.
Oh my God. Joker, final words, brother.
It was a pleasure having Allie on.
Yes.
Again, if you don't follow her, it's Freak Squeak, one word, on TikTok. She's an absolutely amazing creator, and she sticks up for the trans community and herself. And I'm absolutely grateful that she got to join us. As always, I'll see you later tonight, Angry, because you're usually in my lives with me. If anybody who's on the TikTok that's listening from while Victoria's live, I do go live at 12:30 at night with Gambit. We do call it the Late Show with Joker and Gambit. It is a safe space for people. We literally don't want drama. We try to keep away from the drama. There's too much of it going around TikTok. And if you just want to have a place to come in and crack jokes and laugh or just be stupid or be whoever you are, it's a safe space. Come be a part of that environment if you're up that late, 12:30 a.m. and we usually go to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And then also, guys, check out our merch store
Yes.
because this water bottle's fat.
We're whores for money.
Yes,
Nah.
the Villains
Some
Guild
of us really
whores for
are.
money. Don't act like we're not. Our Teespring is I gotta remember.
GhostClawProductions.com.
GhostClawProductions.com. Go
And
buy the
this is
shit.
why we have Joker.
Support us. Look
The
good.
link is in my bio. The link is in Thomas's bio, and I'm pretty confident that the link is in Angry's bio as well.
Yep.
So,
Link is in my bio.
All right.
check it out. You've got merch that is Thomas's, mine, Gambit's, Angry's, and Victoria's, and we got some other kick-ass shit like shh, shut the fuck up, and what would real Jesus do? So check us out.
Yeah. All right. Final thoughts. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you cannot do and be whatever the fuck it is that you want to do and be. You are here for a very short amount of time, whether it's 1 minute or 100 years. You will not be remembered by being average. So why in the fuck would you want to be? Be extraordinary in everything that you do. Be out and proud in whatever you do. Do not follow a trend, set them. Do not follow, lead. We have far too many followers in this world. The last thing in the world we need is another one. Cowards die 1,000 deaths, soldiers die but once. But a trendsetter is a legend that will be remembered long after you are gone. And if nobody tells you they love you, I love you.
I love you.
I think,
I
woman,
kind of don't, but it is what it is.
would y'all shut
You,
the
you
fuck
know
up? Do I
what? You
to
don't
mute-
have
hey,
to love me.
Hey,
I
do
honestly
have to
think you
mute
guys
y'all?
are all right. I mean,
Look, do I have to mute you three? Is that what I gotta do? If nobody tells you they love you, I love you. If nobody tells you that you're needed, I'm telling you you're needed. If nobody tells you that you are love, light, beauty,
I
strength,
love you,
grace,
Joker. I love you,
I am
Angry.
saying it.
I love you, Thomas.
I love you. All right, for the Villain's View, first time
Look at all my
live
shit.
streamed on YouTube. We will have everything straightened out by next week. There will be a lot less profanity, but there will be a lot more laughs.
They said they love me the most in my, well, it's my
It's your
goddamn
fucking
life.
life. What the fuck are you talking about?
I doubt it because they did not see the menorah fucks.
Thank you. See, the menorah of fucks is
I
fantastic.
want that so bad.
Oh, one more thing.
Ah,
We are at the halfway point of the year, which means in 6 more months, the Jankies are coming. The
And
Janky.
just so everybody knows, the janky, it has been designed. I'm printing it out. So I'm just waiting on more resin to come in so I can finish it up. But
And,
the
and,
janky is
and
coming.
for some of
More
I think
you,
ways
the
than
first
one.
off, my pop
Yes.
figure comes first before the jank, but
that's what I'm
still.
saying. For some, hold on. Cooper Smith Creations, the ones that made this my placard, they also have a Janky. I want that to be the Janky of the year. And I'm telling you right now, it's a runaway thing. White people doing white people shit. Woo! Men with podcasts, they're still behind, but they're trailing. So 6 months, we are in the final. Well, we're not even in the final stretch. We're in the
So are
half.
you asking people to send submissions?
Oh no,
Yeah.
only members of the guild.
No.
The
It's just
Jankies are
us.
only voted by the members of the guild. So if you consider yourself, if you have been told, if you use the Villains Guild fucking whatever, you are a member of the guild, which means you have a vote. I will be coming out with the categories. I will send it to you guys via DM or via Discord. Your janky votes are due a week before my birthday, which is December 31st. And the Jankies are a 2-day event. 2-day event. So December 30th
Lord, we got to
and
get
the
this man
31st,
honey.
right before midnight, Central Standard Time, or it will probably be midnight Eastern, we will give out the Janky of the year. And I'm telling you right now, the top 2 right now, as far as I know, are men with podcasts and white people. And it don't even look close because white people are running away with this shit. So be prepared, be ready. I love you guys.
Alright, people.
We will see you all next week. For the Villain's View, this is Thomas, the Villain Bishop. Thank y'all and good night.
Fucking
We
dick.
did it.